In 1965, at the height of the kaiju boom which was sweeping Japan, audiences were faced with yet another atomic terror spawned by man's own recklessness, a product of nuclear power gone horribly wrong. Gamera was devised by film studio Daiei as a rival to competitor studio Toho's wildly successful Godzilla franchise, which was on its sixth installment by this point. Unlike the Big G, however, Gamera was almost instantly geared towards children, a trend he would follow right up until the beginning of the Heisei era in the 1990s. This being an attempt to grab some of the audiences away from TV at this point, which was drawing in children via shows like Ultraman, Spectre Man, Mirror Man, all Japanese superhero shows aimed at a younger generation. Something which the Godzilla franchise up to this point wasn't really aiming to do, necessarily. The plot of Gamera the Giant Monster centers around an Arctic expedition which witnesses an accidental nuclear explosion. This accidental explosion awakens the ancient monster Gamera, a giant turtle with fire-breathing and flight capabilities, which had been sealed in the ice since, according to the trailer, the dawn of time. Also setting Gamera apart from his nuclear predecessor is the fact that he doesn't come from the bottom of the sea. Gamera rather comes from an Arctic prison, which really isn't explained that much in the film. It's kind of glossed over here and there. Following his release from his Arctic prison, Gamera proceeds to attack the research vessel and then make his way to Japan to continue to wreak havoc on a world which he is not currently adapted to. The special effects in this section really do show what little resources can do when pushed to their absolute limit. It's really a spectacle to be seen, especially considering that this was, for one, the last kaiju film to be shot in black and white, and also considering some of Daiei's financial troubles. While Gamera continues his rampage, scientists try to come up with a plan as to how to destroy the creature, and a young boy named Toshio, who seemingly to bystanders is attacked by Gamera, ultimately winds up being rescued and befriending the giant turtle, saying that he is misunderstood. Gamera resumes his rampage, but is ultimately thwarted briefly as he reveals his ability to fly. After exhausting all options, a plan is finally devised to launch Gamera into Mars in a rocket, thus ending the giant turtle's reign of terror and saving humanity. Following its success in Japan, and like with the original Godzilla, Gamera was released in the US under the title Gamera the Invincible, a heavily re-edited version once again featuring American actors in scenes added to a Japanese cut. For a film on a vastly lower budget than Toho's first Godzilla film, the effects and miniatures of Gamera the Giant Monster do not suffer one bit. You still get the feel that a giant turtle is actually destroying Tokyo. The Gamera suit in question was built by Kanju and Yasui Yagi, who 10 years prior had built the suit for the Godzilla film. The Gamera suit, while significantly lighter than the Godzilla suit of 1954, still proved a challenge for the numerous stuntmen who would don it over the course of filming. Most quitting, claiming that they were unable to handle the rigors of operating such a suit, considering that Daiei had no in-house special effects team. All in all, while feeling at times very similar to Godzilla, though lacking much of the anti-nuclear undertones of his predecessor, Gamera manages to forge its own path and aim its sights at a growing population of moviegoers, children. Subsequent films would really make kids their goal, but would spawn a very successful franchise rivaling that of the King of the Monsters, before being revived in 1995 in a series which would once again rival the success of the Godzilla franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stick around as we're going to delve deeper into the Gamera sequels in the coming weeks.